Hello learners, you all are welcome to senior secondary level mathematics program. Dear learners, we have already learned about number systems, particularly different types of number like natural numbers, integers, or we can say the rational number, irrational number. Now we will discuss one of the very important aspect, or we can say very peculiar type of number, that is complex number. When talking about complex number, we must have to understand why exactly we going to learn about complex number, why it is required, that is the very important things. And also it is very important how it is emerged from the system of mathematics, how it has been emerged. When talking about emerging part, we must have to understand also how to solve the linear equation and quadratic equation. Dear learners, you just observe one of the quadratic equation. When talking about the equation, you already know that we are solving the unknown quantity. Okay? For example, suppose I have taken the equation like x square plus 1 equal to 0. Okay? This is the quadratic equation because this equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a and b are not equal to 0. This is the standard form of a quadratic equation. When we are going to solve, you just see we can write x square equal to minus 1. Then what is the value of x? The value of x equal to square root of minus 1. When talking about the square root of minus 1, how we have to find out the square root of a negative number? It is quite difficult. And in the system of a real number, we cannot find the square root of a negative number. That is why a new type of number emerged, that is known as the complex number exactly. In the year of 1748, the greatest mathematician L. Euler, he has finding out the value of the square root of a negative number. When talking about square root of a negative number, he has symbolically represent the square root of a minus 1, which is I, simply small I. Okay. That means we call it is a iota, I-O-T-A, and the value of I, which is equal to square root of minus 1. Okay. Suppose we are going to find out the square root of minus 4. Suppose square root of minus 4. How we have to find? The square root of minus 4, which is equal to, I can write 4 into minus 1 whole square root, and we know that square root of 4, which is equal to 2, and square root of minus 1, which is equal to I. So, I can write 2I. Okay. This way we can represent the square root of a negative number in the form of I, and from that perspective a new type of number we can say, that is complex number, emerge, and the standard form of the complex number, which is very simply I can say the, suppose Z is the complex number, it has written A plus IB, this is the standard form. And what is I? We already find out the value of I equal to square root of minus 1. Okay. Here A plus IB, here A is, I can say that A is the real part, I can say A is the real part, that is known as real part of Z. When talking about B, B is known as imaginary part of complex number Z. Okay. So, this is the, we can say the standard form of a complex number. For example, suppose Z equal to, I can write 2 plus 3I, it is the one of the complex number. Suppose I can write suppose Z2 is the another complex number, we can write simply 5 plus 7I. Okay. Here 5 is the real part and 7 is the, we can say the imaginary part. Okay. This is the exactly what exactly the complex number is. Okay. Now, right now we will be discuss very important things, that is your integral power of a complex number. When talking about integral power, we have already known that suppose a real number power 2 raised to the power 2, which equal to 4, we have already learnt about. Okay. Now, we will be discuss about integral power of a complex number. When talking about integral power, you remember we are finding out the positive integral power of a complex number. Dear learners, you have already observed that when talking about I, the value of I or iota, which is equal to square root of minus 1, I can write simply I. Okay. When talking about I square, I raised to the power whole square, you will find that means minus 1 square root का whole square, that will be minus 1. Okay. When talking about I raised to the power cube, you will find I square into I. Yes, because 2 plus 1 which equal to I 3. Okay. We have already learnt about laws of exponent. So, I can write I square, that means minus 1 into I, which equal to I. Okay. Suppose I would like to find out I raised to the power 4. I can write I raised to the power 4, which is nothing but I raised to the power square to the power whole square. You will find I square 2 into 2, that is 4. Okay. I square we have already know, that is minus 1, and minus 1 ka whole square, that is plus 1. Okay. Now, again you observe, suppose I would like to find out I raised to the power 5. I raised to the power 5, I can write I raised to the power 4 into I, which is equal to, I can write I 4 which equal to 1, 1 into I, that is I. Suppose I 6 I would like to find out. So, I can write I 4 into I square. Okay. I 4 equal to 1, and I square we have already find out minus 1. So, I 6 which equal to minus 1. I 7, suppose I 7 I can write I raised to the power 4 into I 3, which is you can find out I 4 1 into I, which equal to I can write value of I. That means minus 1 into I, exactly it will find minus I. Here also you will find minus I. Okay. I 8, suppose I would like to find out I 8. Okay. So, I 8 I can write I 4 raised to the power whole square, which equal to you will find 1 whole square, you will find 1. Okay. Now, what you observe? What you observe? That means I, the value of I can say very simply, I can say the value of I, which is equal to the value of I 5, which is equal to I. Again, the value of I square, which is equal to I 6, which is equal to total minus 1. Okay. I cube, which is equal to I 7, I 4 which equal to I 8. That means we observe very simply, after I 4 the things are started repeating. Suppose we are going to find out I raised to the power 525. So, after I 4 the same sequentially the things will be repeated. How it is find out? Suppose I would like to find out, very simply I can say the value of I raised to the power 20. What will be its value? Okay. So, I can write I 20 which equal to I raised to the power 4 whole raised to the power 5, because we know that a raised to the power m raised to the power n, which is equal to a raised to the power mn. That means I raised to the power 4 into 5 which equal to I 20. So, I raised to the power 4 we already know that value is 1, 1 raised to the power 5 which equal to 1. So, we can say the value of I 20 which is equal to I can say 1. Okay. So, any a big or a huge integral power we can find out by using that formula. Okay. Let us see another example. Suppose I would like to take that means I can say, suppose what will be the value of 1 plus, the value thing is 1 plus I 10 plus I can say I 20 plus I raised to the power 30. What will be its value? How we have to find out? By using integral power. Okay. See, I can write, that means 1 plus I raised to the power 10. Okay. I raised to the power 10, I can write I raised to the power 4, okay, I raised to the power 4 into 2 into I square. I can write, yes or no? Yes, because I raised to the power 4 into 2, that will be 8, 8 plus 2, which equal to I 10, and I 20 I can write I raised to the power 4 whole raised to the power 5, because 4 into 5 which equal to I 20, and I raised to the power 30, that means I can write I raised to the power 4 into 7 into I square, because 4 into 7 which equal 28, 28 plus 2 which equal to 30. So, now what we will do when we are going to find out the value, you just observe, now the value 1 which equal to 1, I raised to the power 4, we already know the value of I raised to the power 4 is 1, 1 square equal to 1, that means I can say 1 into I square value, you already know, minus 1, that means I 1 multiply with minus 1 plus I raised to the power 4 which equal to 1, 1 raised to the power 5 which equal to 1. So, because any power of 1 which equal to 1 always. So, I raised to the power 4, suppose you already know 1 raised to the power 7 which equal to again 1, I can write 1 multiply with I square value is minus 1. So, I can write, that means I can write 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. Okay. That means you will find all things will plus minus will be cancelled. You already know that, that means plus 1 minus 1 cancel, plus 1 minus 1 will be cancelled, that value will be 0. So, simply I can say the value of 1 plus I raised to the power 10 plus I raised to the power 20 plus I raised to the power 30, by using the we can say the by using the integral power, we can find out the integral power of a complex number very easily, we can find out by using that formula, and here the value will be 0. Okay. Dear learners, this way we can find out integral power of any complex number, we can find out. There will be not a single problem, we can find out a integral power of a huge number of a complex number. Okay. Now, we have to discuss about conjugate of a complex number. When talking about conjugate of a complex number, you remember we already know that the standard form of a complex number, that is equal to a plus ib. When talking about conjugate of a complex number, here what will we do? The negative part of the imaginary number will be positive, and positive part of the imaginary number will be negative. That means, the sign part will be changed in only the imaginary part of the complex number. For example, simply I can say, suppose z equal to a complex number, z equal to, we know that suppose it is a plus ib. Okay. Now, when talking about z equal to a plus ib, the conjugate of a complex number represent z bar. This is the representation. I can say the conjugate is simply represent z bar. Okay. As per the definition, what will happen? It will be a, in place of plus, here it will be minus, because the imaginary part is positive. So, I can say a minus ib. That means, this is changing the the sign in the imaginary part will be changed. If it is positive, it become negative. If it is negative, it become positive. For example, suppose I have taken z is a complex number which is equal to 2 minus 7i. Okay. What will be its conjugate? And conjugate we have just represent z raised to the power, we can say bar. Okay. Z bar which equal to 2, in here is the negative and it become positive. So, 2 I can say plus 7i. This is the conjugate of a complex number. However, we must have to understand what are the properties of a complex conjugate. You will find there are three important properties. What are these properties? Suppose I would like to tell you, suppose this is the one very important thing, the conjugate of a real number is the number itself. For example, that very simply it is talking the conjugate of a real number. Suppose z is a complex number and it is simply I can say 5. Okay. I can write here 5 plus 0i. Okay. So, 5 plus 0i which is nothing but again equal to z. So, we can say that conjugate of a real number is always a number itself. Okay. कोई भी अगर मैं रियल नंबर का कंजुगेट नंबर लूँ वही नंबर खुद ही आएगा. दैट मीन्स सपोज z इक्वल टू 7, z बार यू विल बी फाइंड हियर ऑल्सो 5. अगर मैं 7 लिया इट बिकम z बार इक्वल टू ऑल्सो 7. Second property is talking if z is a purely imaginary number. Suppose again I would like to discuss that is important things. Z is a purely imaginary number. Suppose z equal to I can say minus 5i. Okay. Then what happened? The conjugate is equal to is negative. That means I can say when talking about z bar, it will be what I can write. Suppose z equal to minus 5i, I can write simply 0 minus 5i. When talking about z bar, it become 0 minus become positive, that means plus 5i. So, which is equal to we can say the minus z. Okay. So, simply I can say if z is a purely imaginary number, then its conjugate will be its negative number. Okay. Third property is also very important things, that is talking that if conjugate of a complex number, that means if we will be do twice of a conjugate, then we will find the number itself. For example, z bar I can say z bar of whole bar, you will find z again. Okay. For example, suppose I would like to take conjugate of a conjugate number. For example, simply I can say that suppose z equal to 2 plus 3i. Okay. Z bar it will become 2 minus 3i. When talking about z bar of whole bar, you will find 2 plus 3i. Okay. 2 plus 3i which is equal to z. So, I can say conjugate of a conjugate complex number, it become the number itself. That means अगर दो बार मैं conjugate निकालूँ से number itself ही मिलेगा हमको. Okay. That is the very I can say very important result, or we can say important properties. Right now we will see that important thing is modulus part. When talking about modulus of a complex number, remember that is very important things. In generally modulus what is we have already know in case of the real number. In case of the we can see the complex number, suppose I taken z equal to a plus ib. Okay. And we know that the modulus is represent like this z modulus, which is equal to square root of the real part a square plus b square. Okay. For example, suppose I have taken z equal to I can say 2 plus 3i. Okay. What will be the value of z modulus? The z modulus value equal to the square root of 2 square plus 3 square, which equal to the square root of 2 square equal to 4, I can write 4 plus 3 square which equal to 9, 4 which equal to square root of 13. Okay. This is the way we can find out the modulus of a complex number. That is also very important things. Right now we will be discuss the very important things, that is the properties of modulus of complex number. When talking about properties, here also you will find three different properties based on modulus of a complex number. The first property is talking if z modulus equal to 0, if z modulus I can say equal to 0, you will find the z value equal to 0. By example, you can find out. The second property is talking, second property is very important, that is z modulus which equal to z conjugate of z modulus के साथ ही बराबर. For example, suppose I would like to check the second property. Okay. Suppose I have taken z equal to, simply I can say simply same example 2 plus 3i. Okay. So, z modulus will be, we find out square root of 2 square plus 3 square which equal to the square root of 13. Okay. Again suppose I would like to take z bar. The z bar value equal to, if z equal 2 plus 3i, z bar means conjugate, it will be 2 minus 3i. Okay. That implies I can say z bar modulus, that means here I can say the square root of, I can say the square root of 2 square plus square root of minus 3 ka whole square. Again you will find the square root of 13 because 2 square equal to 4 and minus 3 whole square equal to 9. 9 plus 4 which equal to square root of 13. What you observe here? What very simply things I can say here, two more important result we have find, that is that z modulus which equal to z bar modulus which equal to square root of 13 and square root of 13. So, we can say very simply that z modulus, I can say again I would like to say z modulus which equal to z bar modulus के साथ बराबर. Okay. Suppose I would like to discuss about the third property. Third property is very important things. Third property very simply talking, that is z modulus which equal to minus z modulus के साथ ही बराबर. For example, simply I can say, suppose z equal to, we have taken that 3 plus 4i. Okay. Again I can say z bar which equal to, not z bar, z modulus which equal to square root of 3 square plus 4 square which equal to, I can say 3 square equal to 9, 4 square equal to 16, 16 plus 9 which equal to 25 and square root of 25 which equal to 5. So, I can write 5. So, again suppose I would like to tell minus z modulus. Minus z modulus means I can say first we have to find out the value of minus z. If z equal to 3 plus 4i, I can say minus z which equal to minus 3 minus 4i. Okay. Minus z modulus which equal to, I can say square root of minus 3 whole square plus minus 4 whole square which is equal to square root of minus 3 whole square which equal to 9 minus 4 whole square equal to, we can say 16, again square root become 5. So, safely I can say again the z modulus which is equal to minus z modulus, both are equal to each other. This is the very important three result based on modulus of a complex number. And right now will be another concept we must have to understand, that is very important things, that is known as, that is we can say the equality of, we can say equality of two complex number. Before we just like to discuss one of the important things based on modulus. Suppose modulus of z, I can say modulus of z which equal to minus z which equal to z bar modulus. This is the very important result based on modulus. Both you will find three things are equal to each other. By taking one example, suppose z equal to 1 plus 2i. Suppose z equal to 1 plus 2i, remember when talking about z equal to 1 plus 2i, the first things z modulus value will be, you know that the square root of 1 square plus 2 ka whole square which equal to square root of 5, because 1 square 1 plus 4 which equal to square root of 5. Minus z you will find which equal to, I can say minus 1 minus 2i. Okay. Again minus z modulus which equal to the square root of minus 1 whole square plus I can say minus 2 whole square. Again we will find square root of 5. Okay. Suppose I would like to take z modulus, that means z bar modulus. I can say if z equal to 1 plus 2i, I can say z bar which is equal to 1 minus 2i. We have already know it is the conjugate part, the positive become negative. So, z bar modulus again you will find, that means I can say that 1 minus 2i modulus which equal to square root of 1 square plus 4 square, again you will find square root of 5. That means what you observe here, three result we find, that simply I can say z bar, I can say that z modulus equal to root 5 minus z modulus again root 5, and z bar modulus also we can find square root of 5. That means all case we can say z minus z and z bar modulus, in all case in generally you will find the equal result. That is the very important result based on modulus of a complex number. Right now we will be more, that is the very important things also we have already discussed, that is the equality of two complex number. When talking about two complex number are said to be equal to each other if, very important thing is, if the real part and imaginary part are respectively equal. That is the very important things. Okay. Suppose I have taken, suppose z1 equal to a plus ib and z2 equal to, suppose I have taken c plus id. Okay. We will be talk as z1 equal to z2, the condition is if a equal to c and b equal to d. That means the corresponding real part should be equal and the corresponding imaginary part should be equal. Then only we can say the two complex number are equal to each other. Let us take an example, we will be more understand. Suppose I have taken the example is equality of a two complex number for what value of x and y, the value of 5x plus 6yi which equal to 10 plus 18i. Okay. So, that means we would like to compare the value of x and y. Of course, we are going to find out, here we are finding out the equality, which condition, that means for what value of x and y, the value of 5x plus 6yi and 10 plus 18i are equal. Okay. So, we have to putting the equality condition, the corresponding real part should be equal, the corresponding we can say the imaginary part should be equal. Okay. Now, what will be happen, I can write that 5x plus 6yi is said to be 10 plus 18i if and only if I can say 5x which equal to 10, because the real part is 5x, here the real part is 10. So, 5x equal to 10, the value of x equal to, I can say 10 divided by 5 which equal to 2. Here you compare between the imaginary part, that means 6yi which equal to 18i, or I can say 6y equal to 18, then I can say the value of y equal to 18 divided by 6 which equal to 3. So, the value of, here we find the two things, the value of, I can say the value of x, the value of x equal to 2 and the value of y which equal to 3. So, that means what value of x and y, I can say the value of x which equal to 2 and the value of y equal to 3, the two complex number are said to be equal. That is the, we can say very important things, and this manner we can compare between the two complex number. When talking about equality of a two complex number, that means the real part, the corresponding real part should be equal, the corresponding imaginary part should be equal. Dear learner, basically we have discussed about what exactly the complex number is, how we have to find out the conjugate of a complex number, and how we have to find out the modulus of the complex number, and what are the different basic properties of, we can say, the conjugate complex number and modulus of a complex number. And also simultaneously we have discussed about that is the equality of two complex number. Dear learners, I hope that you have enjoyed learning with me, and you must have to regularly watch our eVidya live program for the senior secondary level and visit our website, that is www.nios.ac.in on online course material, because you will find a huge learning material that in the form of PDF, in the form of video tutorials, in the form of audio clip also. Thank you, dear learners.